Hey there, feminines and masculines, welcome back. We don't exclude anyone on this. Oh my god. We don't exclude anyone on this channel, is what I was trying to say. Okay. My sage is malfunctioning. Okay. Alright. Come on, guys. Work together. Okay. Good enough. Great. Come on. This way. I want the smoke this way. Alright. Perfect. So, really funny. I haven't done a reading in a while. Really wanted to come on. A friend told me to. Last video was in reading, but for feminines that are, if you feel like you could use a friend and you feel like you could use like a re-examining on how you're looking at the journey, please look at the next video, because you're a queen and you should be feeling like a queen right now. And if you don't, then maybe there's a little shift that we talk about there, and it's pretty easy, but you should check it out. So, Six of Wands energy, the energy of wanting to do stuff. Okay, so these are the two cards that I just saw. Heartbreak and the King of Cups. Let me look at this for a minute. What do I think? The masculine feeling heartbreak, wanting to become someone, setting his heart out. But this King of Cups doesn't have to do with just the offer, it has to do with who he's being to himself, his alignment, his life, everything he deserves, re-examination, moving towards it. But at the same time, there's a lot going on behind the scenes, and this is a behind the scenes update. Yep, it's all for the mission work. There's forward movement behind the scenes. There's a lot going on for the masculine and feminine. A lot of feminines have felt very detached lately. They felt very like, oh, it's gonna happen when it's gonna happen. They're not worried about date. They're working on their healing, focusing on themselves, doing what they need to do that. Being in relationships, doing whatever they need to do to feel their worth, to practice being the vibrant, beautiful people they truly are, and they know that, and they're embracing that. So that's good. The timelines are continuing to split more and more. I just saw this star card. The timelines are continuing to split more and more. There is balance coming to situations, but watch out for your intentions, because if not, if your intentions aren't in the right place, and if they're not for oneness within self, you will stick to the 3D timeline and keep it anchored in. The longer you keep it anchored in, the harder it is to... It's not harder. The more you just end up living your 3D timeline instead of this oneness timeline, and living out all the beauty that you could be living right now, and you're putting that off. Divine timing does not have to do with actual time. Luck is when preparation meets opportunity. My friends know I say this a lot. Probably be like, oh my god, Jasmine saying it again. But luck is when preparation meets opportunity. For those of you who have been separated from your divine masculine from a long time. Also, I'm sorry, I will start to do soulmate readings. I know that there are some people that follow me that are soulmates, that have either gotten readings from me or have talked to me, and I know they follow this channel. Of course, you know your relationship, take it as it resonates, but there are soulmates here. This is a twin flame reading. The dynamics do work differently. You grow in very different ways. So this is what we're gonna do real quick. There we go. Take that, put it there, this, put it there. Perfect. Queen of Pentacles, funny with this Virgo energy, lots of mentions of grounding, the masculine in this truth, the feminine. Okay, so what I've been picking up lately is the feminine is, the masculine is focusing, okay, so you know how the feminine was doing a lot of healing, a lot of focusing on the 5D, focusing on the emotional aspect, her truth. This feminine has done that. She's come into her truth, and now she's focusing on her 3D, focusing on her pentacle, kind of letting go of control, letting go, releasing, and being like, it'll happen when it happens. I'm not going to worry about it anymore. Like, I know my worth. I'm sticking to my worth. I am embracing my worth more and more. This doesn't mean that you love yourself 100% to be this feminine, but you are moving towards it. You are actively questioning things that make you feel bad. You're questioning things in your life and if they align with you. You're being the Queen of Pentacles. And journey of worth, coming into your physical world. This feminine is working on her physical world, and as she delves into the 3D, this masculine goes into the 5D. He anchors in his truth. The masculine is right now purging a lot of things. There is a big tower coming with this this full moon, and it has to do with a lot of lower energies, a lot of root chakra, security, stability, sacral chakra, a lot of sex related, a lot of things like that are being purged, a lot of low vibrational relationships, karmic stuff, and solar plexus, love, confidence in trusting, confidence in self. You have to love yourself. You have to be confident in yourself, especially in a dynamic like this. Twin flame relationships are different than soulmate relationships. You may be able to be with a soulmate without doing the necessary work. They are not mirrors of you. They are not reflections. Sometimes you do grow with soulmates, but when it comes to twin flames, you more often than not do not grow with them. They act as mirrors, in and out energy, or you separate. I've been being told a lot to talk about soulmates versus twin flames, so I will perhaps be doing that soon in a new video, because there's a lot of people that are following the wrong journey. A lot of soulmates who are actually twin flames and going about the journey wrong, not understanding mirroring the right way, and vice versa as well. People who are looking at twin flame updates but are in fact soulmates, different dynamics. So they're different. If you're with a soulmate, if you're dealing with a soulmate, if your soulmate's on your mind most of the time, you're most probably ending up with them. Your dynamic is different, which means you don't mirror, but you have a lot of other benefits and a lot of other things. And if mission work, the idea of mission work doesn't resonate with you, then you are probably not a twin flame. Twin flames were founded around the idea of doing mission work together, working together, focusing on something together. Usually for like something bigger than them. Okay, 9 of that. Honestly, it doesn't have to be an organization. It could be something like wanting to be coaches of sports teams or anything. Your twin can be very different from you. Your twin can be similar to you. Just because someone is similar to you or different from you does not mean that they're your twin. A twin connection has to do about a connection you felt, you've acknowledged, and you are continuing to feel. A lot of people experience it differently. A lot of people don't look like they're twins. I've seen so many different couples get into union, and you need to watch out for people who say that all twins look similar, or there are certain guidelines, because there aren't, other than the energy, which you have to learn how to tap into your intuition to truly be able to understand. The masculine at this time, as he goes through these lower vibrational energies, is holding on to his light. He's looking at everything he's done, and I'm sure we will be seeing this throughout the reading as well. Exactly, objectively looking at every angle of what is going on, every angle of what has happened in the relationship, and the feminine at this time is also looking very deeply at what has been happening in the relationship, what has happened, old things, past things, things that she didn't even remember purging. It's the last and final purge. It is coming up. It is big. It is deep. It is happening. They are letting go. They're letting go of control. They're letting the wheel turn, and they're allowing themselves to be hung upside down. They're allowing themselves to be turned by the wheel. They're being guided by the light within. This looks like a third eye. And they're looking at things from different perspectives. This does not mean a standstill. The energy does not feel like that. This has multiple meanings. Just a heads up. I'm going to pull the card under this. Slow, humble offers. Okay. This masculine, how is he feeling when he looks at his feminine? How does he feel? Gonna check under here. Almost there. He has a plan. He is afraid. He is scared. He is afraid of rejection. He has doubts about himself and if he's ready. He has doubts about if she's ready. But a lot of masculines recognize that this is a soul connection, regardless of if they know about twin flames. They know there's some kind of connection here. They know they can't get over her. There's definitely thought about an offer, thought about coming forward. But this has to do with being like, I'm almost there, but not 100%. I have a few last things to do. This does not mean there will be a lot of time. There is a lot of time till then. It means that things are coming in, but this means that both partners at this time are wanting to move thoroughly, leave no page unturned, and heal and do it right, do it well. Because this is not a soulmate relationship. They will mirror it back, and they know that the peace they have right now is the peace they want to keep. And there's still stuff that they need to heal, even little things that will allow them to move forward towards this abundance with this. Look, it's the same sun, the same star, the same letting go. Eventually, the hanging man is always hanging on a tree. Eventually, the branch breaks and he falls into the abundance. He falls into that. He is almost there, but he is not there. Same with the feminine. You are mirrors. You're not waiting on your masculine. You are looking at yourself right now. That's what you should be doing. You are mirrors. There is a harvest coming in. Do not be in any waiting energy. This is low vibrational. Waiting is low vibrational. You don't have to wait, but your higher self, if you're coming into union, you don't need to wait. You need to continue with your life. You need to anchor in yourself. You need to heal. You need to find your worth. You need to live with your worth, even when it comes to your divine partner. Anybody else in your life can walk away if you cut them out, but your divine partner cannot. They will only level up. Some of you really need to understand this. To learn more about that concept, please check out my last video. I really recommend it. I don't know what to say, guys. This is happening. He is moving. She is moving. But there's some stuff that's being worked out right now, and it has to do with things they're holding on to, things that need to be released. The feminine needs to forget the past. She needs to forgive the past. And she can't just say that. She actually needs to do the work and deal with it. I'm gonna pull from here. The inner light. Okay, so the light. The feminine needs to look within her and be her own light. The masculine already sees her as a light bearer. He is now finding the light, so he can not only create in his own life, bring forth his abundance, but he's doing that, and it's not enough without his feminism, and especially a feminine who has walked away. The same light, the light bearer's light, he is holding, and he is looking around himself. The feminine, meanwhile, is busy with her own life. She is working on herself. She is feeling beautiful. She is walking in beauty. That's actually a card I pulled for somebody recently. I hope it comes out because I definitely want to read it to you guys. Trusting your intuition and allowing her to do so. Okay, burdens. Trusting your intuitions with releasing these burdens. That's what's going on with the feminine. The feminine is working on herself. She's focusing on herself. She's trying not to focus on her masculine. She's being like, it'll happen when it happens. She's letting go of control. The masculine is mirroring her very strongly. He is also letting go. She is letting go. She has moved away. He is also letting go. He is going through so much purging, so much pain. There is a big tower coming. Oh my god, no way. I did not just pull that. There is a huge, huge tower coming. 911. There's a tower coming. Something huge is happening with the masculine. A lot of purging, a lot of realizations, a lot of things to work through. He's feeling very unsure of himself, very unworthy. He's feeling like he's messed up a lot, but he's working through it. He's fearful. He is scared of rejection. So much going on, and the feminine is still purging some stuff. Things are coming up, and they're coming up faster than ever. The truth is coming in faster than ever. I'm gonna pull this. The wheel is also turning. Things are shifting. But the feminine, keep looking towards yourself. We'll get more information about the masculine. I actually am interested. Let's get this card. This is so perfect. This is so true. This is everything I felt was going on with the collective. 6 of Pentacles. He's balancing out things. He's finding his own inner balance between his masculine and feminine. Not between the 3D, 5D, not between the mind and the body. No. He's finding his own balance. He's been working on his 3D for so long. The feminine is finally turning into her 3D. There's still purging coming up, but that's the only emotional purging stuff she's worrying about. The masculine, on the other hand, is very in his truth, very in his emotions, very sentimental at this time. He's bringing balance to the situation by not being all about pentacles. He's being about his truth too, right? So he's like 3 of Pentacles, right? 3 of Pentacles with the mission work, but these 3 Pentacles right here are actually 3 of Swords with the heartbreak. Half of it is heartbreak. He's bringing balance into it by bringing his emotions. He's allowing his heart to feel. He's letting his walls down. This heartbreak is what he is working through the Hanged Man. That is making him feel unworthy, but it's making him work towards things. For a lot of people, this is making new friends. This is examining the friendships you have, the things you have in your inner circle. He is dishing these things out right now. You know, karmically, first he was looking at them and he was resisting them, but now he has finally started to let go. He's let go. These shifts are happening right now. The feminine is diving in more deeply. She is becoming more nonchalant, you can say. The card we started with, and everything is moving forward. Everything that they wanted to happen, that was intended, is coming into fruition. Destiny is starting to play out. This is the beginning of the real story. Okay, so I'm going to pull this spread away real quickly. Put the spread away. Before that, I think I should check out this card. Heartbreak, exactly. That's what the masculine is working through. And he's examining the man he used to be. He's examining everything he did. He's examining the life he's trying to live right now. He's not very happy with it. And his truth is shining through. He's like, I really have no choice. But he has so many doubts. He has worries. He is not ready. So masculines, if you're listening this, your feminine will most probably receive you well. Stay to your truth. You're doing well. You're doing great. You're doing big things. You need to appreciate that. You need to understand that. And feminines, you need to appreciate that. Don't be grumpy that he isn't here yet. He's doing so much. All that pain we felt and dealt with, all that emotional turmoil, our internal world, remember, he mirrors us through his outer world. That is all stuff that he's having to push away because he is pulling in his own inner improved divine feminine with his sword and his truth. One more thing. He is leveling up, guys. You have no idea. I had no idea. Okay. I'm gonna take this card, take this card, take this card. He's moving away from things that don't serve him, moving towards the light bearer, and he's trying to find his own inner happiness right now. He's trying to find happiness in all the right ways. Of course, the one cup that's missing belongs to his queen of cups, his feminine, right? But he's finally doing this for himself, you guys. He's finally being in his truth. He's finally being the light bearer. He's finally moving with that. He's finally moving away from everything that isn't that, and bringing in so much yellow and golden light. A lot of confidence, courage, a lot of love. That's what yellow represents. Confidence, courage, natural born leader. The wand actually reminds me of the number 1. The number 1 reminds me of like the number 1 life path is natural born leader, prophets, the light. Big things happening with the masculine. Okay. 7 of Swords. What about this? Big shifts in how he approaches his own life. A balancing out, bringing emotion to the situation. And abundance, emotion and abundance. And he's working through this, slowly, through this. There's a lack of confidence, I feel. His feminine is the thing with this, but his feminine is also his greatest fear. He's afraid that he's lost her. He's afraid of coming together with her. He has to leave his comfort, and that's scary, but it just doesn't resonate, and he has to get a move on. He knows this, and he is. Okay, so what came out was, what I saw just now was the 5 of Wands. There's an end of a cycle of fighting about it, complete submission, like with the Hangman. Let's look at all of these. Justice brought by the Queen of Swords, the woman who speaks her truth. Forward movement, going within, and then spiritual balance. Exactly with the 6 of Pentacles, going within, Hangman. Forward movement. Okay. We'll look at these 4, 5, those cards. See what comes out. Leave this card. Four of Cups, 10 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Very different reading than I've done. Okay, 5 of Cups, Strength. Lots of masculine energy. Queen of Wands, the light bearer, the feminine, the muse. Loving himself, new beginnings and opportunities. So here he is. Let's see how much you guys can see. I'm gonna have to hold things up. Here he is denying everything that, it starts with him denying things, right? Denying himself. Here he is, denying his feminine, all in one cup, you know. Denying the truth. 3 cups sit by his side, nonchalant, doesn't care. That's the same nonchalantness the feminine is picking up right now. She's like, it'll happen when it happens. See, when the feminine jumps into the masculine energy, the masculine jumps into the feminine's, he begins purging, he begins doing that. That's exactly what's going on. 3 of Pentacles, with the mission work, ego death, finding his own strength, learning how to love himself, with the light bearer's help, thinking about the offer, crying over spilled milk. But this is all how it starts. This is what causes the problem. But this is not what causes the problem. This is not your masculine. This is both of you. You are both not taking the cup. He is not going to take the cup for you, even if he really likes you, even if he really loves you, if you don't take the cup for you. You have to take the cup for yourself. You have to fill it with love. You got to keep it with love. Your higher self, your third eye, only fills a cup with love and purity in every single thing you are. Again, check out my last video. If you're a feminine, you probably need to hear the message. I promise, it is not a waste of your time. New beginnings, new opportunities. What I'm going to do is pull a clarifier on the Four of Cups and see what the masculine thinks about it right now. He's going inside. It's really started him on his journey. Like, he's observing everything he has done. And what has he found from that? From everything he has done? What would you like to tell us? He's found his own inner light. He's found out who he really was. Look, he's still holding the light here. He took a peek in the cup. He took a peek into the cup. That's what he did. Anything else you want to tell us about the Four of Cups? Anything we can learn from here? Anything you really want the feminines to take away from this? Okay. So, we started with conflict. Started from the bottom. Now we're here. You know? Okay. We started with the conflict wheel turn, and now he's all about this offer. This cup. He's all like, this cup. This is my cup. I'm so excited about this cup. The feminine's been holding this cup. I love this cup. This cup. I hope she still has the cup. I hope she still loves me. I hope she still loves herself. I hope she remembers who she is, and she didn't forget that because of me. Feminine, if you need to, love yourself. Find this love. Fill your cup with love. Continue doing that. You know, just because you feel like you don't love yourself today doesn't mean you don't love yourself. You know, everybody feels like that sometimes. Things come up. Feelings come up. You're purging. Purging is a roller coaster until, like, you know, you start to steadily go up, and then you still dip a little, but you do dip. You always will dip, but it's gonna get better. And it does get better. Don't think that because today you were a little mean to yourself that you don't love yourself. You do. Remember that. And if you hadn't, then you wouldn't have been able to take all these steps. You wouldn't have been able to choose yourself to take a risk. You wouldn't have been able to anchor in all these things, find your strength, do all this stuff, be a mom, make new friends, help so many people, take your time to do all this great stuff, and now things are coming into fruition. They really are. Oh, looky what we got here. Oh, and at the bottom, Knight of Wands. He's coming in. Trumpet has been blown. Judgment has come, okay? Again, so he looked into this cup. I'm sorry, I just find that's just what I heard in my head. That analogy is so interesting. So he looked into the cup. He saw what it was in the cup. Yeah, masculine sovereignty. This is the energy the feminine's in. We keep on seeing the same sun symbol. Masculine energy, sovereignty. Masculine energy, completeness. The feminine has risen. The masculine is completing himself. Masculine within both of us. Okay, why did this come out? Oh, he's... Masculine completeness was in there, right? There was a Nine of Cups, but there was a Five of Pentacles. Was the Five of Pentacles in the cup? Hold on, let me pull cards. I'm a little confused. Well, what about the Five of Pentacles? Oh, he saw the man he was being to himself. To you, to himself. He thinks he was being a coward. He's being very mean to himself, very tough on himself. Lots of pride. He's just looking forward to the new things he discovered about who he can be to keep him up. That's good. You should do that. You deserve that. You deserve that kind of love and happiness. Just like we all do. We don't deserve judgment or harshness. We don't deserve to judge this masculine, and we don't deserve to judge ourselves. The expectations we put on someone else are expectations we put on ourselves too. If we expect someone to dress nicely or to have their makeup done whenever they go out, you're forcing yourself to do that too. Probably are. Like, why would you judge someone if you wouldn't judge yourself? It's true that mean people are more mean to themselves than they are to other people. Oh, he feels inadequate. He feels like he's not worthy. 7-1, 7-1, 7-1. What's 7-1? 8, 9, 8. Is today the 8th? What is today? What is today? Hold on. No, tomorrow is the 8th. Tomorrow is, okay. Immature energy. He sees himself as this little meek, immature boy. He sees you as a queen. He's remembering, like, you even standing up to him, how you probably remember him, and he feels disgusting. He does not feel good about himself. Okay. He looked in that cup and he saw so much. He saw so much truth. It was a cup he wasn't even willing to look into. He had no idea. Oh, that's some dense energy. Okay. So feminine, stay strong. You're strong, you're beautiful. Remember how unconfident and non-strong you felt at one point, even if it was just a few minutes ago? I felt kind of uncomfortable with myself a few minutes ago. Like, sometimes it just happens, it just comes. They're feelings, like you're purging actively, right? The masculine's feeling that way too. He has a big heart. He really, really does. He loves himself. He loves you. And he wants to do it right. But he is really ashamed. Don't be like I told you so. Don't be like, focus on yourself. Continue focusing on yourself. This masculine is navigating. He's working through. He's figuring it out. I will pull more cards so we can get more information on what he's working on for those of you who are interested. But really understand, you know, when the masculine awakens to everything he's done, and as you push the negative energy out of your body, the negative energy that's attached to him separates from him, looks him in the eyes, and he goes, oh my god, is this me? He doesn't realize that it's an illusion. It's something that was attached onto him, that was influencing it because it was attached onto you as well, right? As we become more whole, more sovereign, he becomes more whole and sovereign. He doesn't understand this, right? He has to forgive himself. He will understand this. He will be able to forgive himself through his light. Feminines, do not go in telling your masculine he is your DM. Although you have a journey together, he's going to find that on his own. He needs to come to you on his own. A lot of times telling him things like that is going to make him run for the hills. Heard so many clients talk about that. But again, if you feel like you should tell him, go ahead. But this is a masculine who is going to be very hard on himself if he hasn't already. Feel ashamed. But he's going to know your worth just like you do. Nine of Cups, I'm coming for you, babe. You don't even know it. Judgment, making things happen. 10 of Cups. Oh my god. King of Swords. Knight of Pentacles. See, that's all. That's what they wanted us to see. That's crazy. Ascension. Patience. Have patience. Have patience. Things are working out on both ends. Remember, he's a mirror of you. He is a mirror of you. Direct mirror. Okay, so anything else you want us to know about what the masculine is experiencing at this moment that we don't already know? Okay. Anxiety. Sleepless nights. Lots of nines. 99. 9, 9, 9, 9, moon energies, 18, moon energies, Pisces is already hitting him. Okay. Oh, Pisces is water sign, emotions. Oh my god, makes perfect sense. Okay. Both of these nines are going to be turned into the 9 of Cups, and then he's going to have this one wand in his hand. It's going to be his torch, his light. Things are happening right now. Okay, so masculine is feeling anxiety. Masculine is moving forward. Masculine is dealing with a lot of things. He wants his feminine. He is a little bit had right now. Hold on, what else do you want to tell us? Justice is definitely being brought to this situation for those of you who are doubting it. If anyone is asking for confirmation right now, he is coming. He's like, I am coming, okay? I'm coming. Stop doubting. I'm coming. Tell us more about these nines. Nines, the moon, Pisces, 4 of Wands, Tower, exactly, the moon. King of Cups, going within so that he can love himself fully and then love you fully. Yeah, this is what's happening. The King of Pentacles is being a man who was all like, oh, I just want to have a lot of money. I want to have a lot of hoes. I want money. I want this and that. He's being handed a mirror, you know, the wand. He lost the most beautiful woman of his life. He lost his mirror. He manifested a small mirror that reminds him of her. He's looking within it, and then he sees the cup he didn't take, and then he looks within the cup. He sees all this other stuff. Big tower moment for King of Pentacles right here. He becomes the King of Cups, and he's like, look at this amazing little cup I have right here. My feminine gave it to me, so great. I love this cup. It's his favorite cup. And the cup looks a little bit like the lantern. It's like the light he's taking in when he's going through his like dark night right now. Masculine definitely going through dark night. This tower is going to bring huge big shifts. There's a lot of communication coming in till the beginning of October too, so watch out for that. You know, of course, don't sit around being like, oh, am I gonna get communication, blah blah blah. The energies with Pisces are really bring forth communication, especially with everything happening. It's a very good setup for that. Let's pull more. No, let's pull more on the energy. I want to know more about how he is currently feeling. He knows what he wants and he's making plans for it, but they're very slow, long-term plans. He's making long-term plans is what I'm hearing about relationships. How's he feeling about his feminine? Queen of Cups, the one with the perfect cup, ego death. Balance, emotional balance. He's bringing in balance. Look, she has a lightning bolt hitting her third eye. That's badass. I'm sorry, guys. I totally get off topic, but so her third eye is being activated even more. She's going more into this Pentacles energy, but at the same time, you know, Pisces is really bringing in these swords right here. Really bringing in those 3 swords at top and making him feel a certain way. Oh, I'm so sorry about the lighting. I think you can see most cards though, especially when I hold them up. Alrighty. So he's thinking about his feminine, having ego deaths, emotional balance, emotionality being brought. So emotionality is being brought to the situation. There is balance happening because emotionality is happening, but how emotionally balanced is he? Moving forward, lots of thinking of the past, thinking about his Queen of Swords. Okay, he's trying to bring her energy into his field and purging that. Okay. Wow, that's very spiritually mature. He's looking back a lot though. He's still feeling like he looks at himself and he goes, oh shit, dude. But then he knows the heart she has, and he knows that if he embraces his heart, that maybe she will take him and she will be like, okay, let's give this a real shot. She has the biggest heart to him, and he's never seen anyone with a heart like that, and he loves that about her. But yeah, there's a lot of energy about the past. He is real deep examining. The feminine is purging too, but there's a lot more forgiveness and stuff that's happened, and he's having a tough time with himself. I feel kind of like heavy in my chest talking about it, in my throat chakra too. He wants to apologize. He's apologizing right now through this reading. So feminine, if you're hearing this, send him a little more forgiveness. You don't need to send him love or healing energy, just forgiveness. He can heal himself. He will. He is. He's like, thanks for that. Just as you let go of the past, though, it's easier for him to let go of it. So there's a need to cut that out too. Alrighty, so what I'm gonna do is pull a quick oracle card. No, I'm gonna pull 2 oracle cards, and I feel really good about them. Give me a second. Nine moon. Okay. What does the feminine, or whoever is watching this, what does the collective, or whoever a really strong message needs to come through for? What does this feminine, what does this person really need to know? White buffalo. That's what Spirit wants to tell you, white buffalo. I'm being told to very quickly sage energy. Oh my god. My sage keeps falling apart. Whale shit. I'm so sorry for my profanity, guys. I get like this when I'm tired. It's 2 a.m. right now, but I knew I had to come on. I had to say something. There's so much going on with these DMs. We don't even realize it. White buffalo. You know what's funny? I was trying. I should definitely share this with you guys. So when I was driving home, there was this song that started playing on the radio, country song. You should look it up. Country. It's called. It's by like Clint something. Clint Black. I don't know. Clint. I'm not sure. By Clint. And it's called Lights Are On, Nobody's Home. And it's talking about this man, and he's like, ever since you've gone, lights, like, everybody's telling me I'm not the guy they know. The lights are on, but nobody's home. And like, he's talking about his head. Okay, I'm sorry, you probably knew that, but look up this song. I swear it's cool. Lights are on, nobody's home. Pause the video right now, go look it up, and then come back and see your oracle message. Or just write this down right now. Again, lights are on, nobody's home. Clint something. Okay. My hands are blue. I'm gonna find my eraser. Okay, let's just take these two messages. Anything else? Yep. Alrighty. Four of Cups. Seek out other possibilities. Look for the magic in life. Be aware of your own emotions. Self-fulfilling prophecies. Decision. Release yourself from that which holds you back. A need to detox. Unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. Unnecessary worry based on a lack of self-confidence. Knight of Cups. He really wants to show up, doesn't he? Knight of Cups. Page of Cups. Eight of Wands. Communication. He's like, I'm thinking about it. I'm doing it. I'm coming through. He really wants you to know. I think this is what the masculine's saying, but this is for the feminine. This is for these are the masculines of the feminines who have already taken the step, and these are for feminines who have not taken the step, is what I'm getting. But of course, you can always listen to the message and reintegrate as it resonates. Seek out other possibilities. This could be romantically, jobs, everything. You remember? Everything. Never mind. Okay. Look for the magic in life. Be aware of your own emotions. How your emotions, self-fulfilling prophecies. Release yourself from that which holds you back. A need to detox. Unnecessary worry based on self-confidence. Let's get a clarifier for the Four of Raphael and the decision. Justice. Fight for justice and equality. Rulings made in your favor. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. A lot of people are being very low vibe. Know that it's happening. Just be like, you could be like, oh, I don't mind. I don't care. But at the same time, know it's happening. Don't keep on saying it's not. Okay, one more card about that actually. I'm missing something. Knight of Pentacles. There's so much to accomplish. Make a very detailed plan. Yeah, get into your Pentacles energy. Stay positive. Stay positive about yourself. Mostly. Three of Michael. Heartbreak. Release the past. You will grow from this situation. Time heals all wounds. Yeah, release the past so the masculine can forgive himself too. He is stuck. He is in pain. Forgive him. Of course, forgive him as this comes, but don't actively. Remember, a person who is mean to others is mean to themselves. A person who is unhappy in their own lives will be unhappy with another person, a person who this could happen to do with the other person too. But remember, how much other people affect you has to do with how much people being mean to you affects you has to do with your self-confidence, right? And of course, when you're with a partner, you'd expect them to respect you, but you need to respect yourself as well. You need to love yourself as well. Be in your truth, release the past. You've learned the rules of the game. You're not playing the game as a rookie anymore. You know the game. You're well versed. You are trained. You are healed. You are shiny. You have like a bionic arm and leg now. Like, they can break through walls. Like, you're not normal anymore. You're superhuman. You're doing great. You need to know that, and you need to have a positive outlook about who you are and everything that's going on in your life and how you attract positive things. You don't have to be sure about whether this is your masculine or it's a soulmate or who it is, but know you attract amazing positive things. Know that everything that you attract will be in alignment with you, with your highest good, and you will seek out being in alignment with your highest self. You will seek out your worth. You will seek out self-love. As long as you do that, everything else will flow to you. And this is just a reminder to continue doing that. Knight of Raphael, committed romantic relationships being swept off your feet, situations or topics that make your heart flutter. A new emotional situation, messages regarding relationships or social invitations, great intuitive insights. Eight of Gabriel, a great deal of activity, sudden and immediate results, important communication. One last thing for the masculine. One last thing. Knight of Swords, Knight of Michael. Look at him. Time to move quickly. Choose logic over emotion. Sudden changes. Yeah, he's got his move on. He wants you to stay in your power. The universe wants you to. Remember who you are. Just because you don't feel good right now means that you are separated from yourself. Do things that make you feel good. Love yourself. You need to do this for you. You deserve it. You deserve it. This doesn't mean you're behind. This is still happening for you. But yes, it is causing some delays. He's still going to be very worried. Just like you're going to be very worried. He's not going to come forward because you're really worried too. You haven't forgiven him. Whatever is unhealed in you is going to be unhealed towards him. He's a mirror of your inner self, remember? He won't be able to. You're not behind, but this means keep on being positive about yourself and your worth. Things are going down. Things are happening. This doesn't necessarily mean tomorrow, but it does mean that they're happening soon. They are happening. Okay, White Buffalo. I'm going to make this card stand right here. Right on. Okay, White Buffalo. Abundance and security are flowing into your life. All things are possible. Balance and harmony prevail. You may be called upon to stand up for others, but you can do this because you have the support of many beings in the spirit realm. Your native spirit wants you to know that in Native American traditions there are prophecies about the coming of the white buffalo, especially among the Lakota, Dakota, and Nakota, or the Sioux. There is a legend that White Buffalo Calf Woman, a mystical being, came to the people a very long time ago, when they were out of balance. She gifted the people with a sacral bundle, containing the white buffalo calf pipe to help restore the balance. The white buffalo restores balance. White buffalo, white buffalo. Maybe this has to do with the Pisces new moon and the tower. She gifted the people with the sacred bundle containing the white buffalo calf pipe to help restore the balance. Upon leaving, the white buffalo calf woman prophesies that she will return at the end of an age, and she will appear as a white buffalo calf. In recent times, white buffalo calves have been born, leading many to believe that this is the beginning of a new time. You finally know the game. Things are changing. Remember who you are. Okay, wait, where did it go? In recent times, white buffalo calves have been born, leading many to believe that this is the beginning of a new time. When this card chooses you, it's an honor, for it speaks of a time of miracles and balance in all things. You are a channel for the greater forces of the universe. With their help, all is possible, but without it, things can be a struggle. Surrender to support from the Great Spirit. You do not have to do everything alone. Shapeshift into the white buffalo, and the energy this card brings will multiply tenfold. The white buffalo is calm, it is peaceful, tranquil, but at the same time it is not passive. It is confident, it knows its worth. It is who it is, but it is itself in peace. It is itself even in sovereignty, even alone. Alone doesn't mean lonely. Change your perspective on things if you need to. You are never in lack. There's so much beauty around you. Remember that. Italicize that. Shapeshift into the white buffalo, and the energy this card brings will multiply tenfold. Imagine that you can feel the power in your muscles and the feasted earth beneath your hooves. Feel the weight of your horns and the warmth of your hide. This calls the deeper energies of the white buffalo into your life. Beginning of a new age with balance. We did close out a 13-year cycle, so. Alright guys, thank you so much. Like, comment, subscribe, share if this resonates with you, and I will talk to you soon. Love you.